Thank you and welcome to the California campus of the Open Rep University. My, you're a rowdy crowd tonight. Well, to business. Tonight will be the first in a series of public debates regarding some of the newer applications of homeopathic medicine. First up will be the sensation method as promoted by Dr. Rajan Zankaran and an explanation of it by Dr. Priscilla Robotham, a keen proponent of the method. So, without further ado, let us ask Priscilla to explain a little how the method works.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Well, here we go. In every level you will find non-human specific words or gestures. But at the level of sensation and energy, you will find only that. At this level it is completely devoid of all human expression. Then it is most clearly visible, with complete clarity and completely exposed without any human clothes on it. When I ask, "What is your problem?" the patient says, he experiences some kind of sharp pain in his chest. Sharp is not human specific. A human being should not have to deal with sharp. Sharp can be anything that is sharp. Then I will ask him, "Tell me a little bit more about sharp." Sharp comes and attacks me suddenly, it's an attack of pain. Sharp and attack are not human specific. Tell me more about sudden, attack, and sharp. For example, the patient says, "I am working in this company and my boss is a rude person. His words are so sharp." He picks up the phone suddenly and says, "Why are you doing this?" The words are human but the energy is not human specific. You hear the energy. Forget the human words. Are you with me so far, Nathaniel?
Yes, Priscilla, I hear what you are saying.
So you ask him to tell you about this. Then you hear the sound and see his energy and gesture. What is this? At this stage it enters into a new realm. It is the passage from the human to the non-human, and it is not easy. It does not go easily. The situation is the delusion level. Often he stays at the situation level, that is the delusion, without going into the sensation. How to go from delusion to the sensation? There are 3 ways. 1. Stick to the hand gesture. Ask him, "Tell me, what is this you are showing with your hand?" Often the patient will say nothing. That is where you keep with your faith, and persistence is very vital. Stay with the gesture and keep asking. Ultimately it will go forward. 2. Suppose there are no gestures, only strong image or delusion. My boss treats me how they used to treat slaves. See if that slave image holds. Or is he just using it casually? Ask him, "Tell me what you mean by slave?" See if he gives you a vivid image and that he actually transported into that situation of slave. He should give you the entire movie of slave. You talk of that image and it was like setting fire to petrol. The patient is actually living that whole situation. You get the patient into that state where he is actually living and dreaming that situation right there and then. It's a little like past life regression, like hypnosis. You almost reach that state with the patient. He is talking from a different time and place than reality. At that point, if you ask the question, "Tell me, what is your experience of this situation?" then the sensation will come. Because the sensation is an experience, not a feeling, not a delusion. It is sensated in mind and body at the same time. It is a complete physical, emotional and spiritual experience that is not human specific. Our deepest experience is not human in a disease state. That sensation cannot be expressed in words. It can be expressed in groups of words, hand gestures, sound, but very difficult to pin it down to words. When that comes out, you will see that the entire case from first word, how the patient dresses, how he talks, has shown you hints of this sensation. Every single thing in the patient's life that was individual, peculiar, was expression of that sensation. Her childhood, hobbies, relationships. Every single aspect of that person's life has been influenced by that energy from within. The third point. So you say, tell me about slaves? Even at that point you cannot be sure of kingdom because it is the delusion, and the kingdom lies at the level of sensation. So what is your experience of being a slave? They do horrible things to you. What? Sharp thing and poke you. What is the experience of that? It will express his chief complaint again. Sudden sharp pain. Then the kingdom and the miasm will become clear at that point. If it persists, he will directly lead you to the source itself. In some cases they actually tell you the name of the remedy or describe it so accurately that you can find it. Sometimes it's a remedy we know. Sometimes it's a remedy that does not exist. This is how remedies get added. In this persistent questioning, that is what is the feeling? What does it feel like? What is the experience? These are the three questions. And you are not happy until the patient gives you non-human specific words. What is the significant word? The one which is the energy, which is repeated, has an image, which is non-human specific and which relates. Either a synonym or antonym of the word that was in the case. If they are related, especially if related to a word at different level of experience that is in the chief complaint, he said sharp pains, and at the emotional level he says, I am affected by pointed remarks. At the delusion level he says, I have dreams where I am covered by something really soft. These are related words. They are either opposites or similars. We want the patient to give significant word. We are not going to stop but ask again and again.
Well, thank you, Priscilla, for your words. We will be responding to your presentation in the next week. I have no idea who will be giving the discourse, but we will see. Thank you all for coming, and see you next week.